Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we shall be taking a short break from cleaning, and we sit down and get to know each other. So like it's seen in the description, the title of the video, I'll be talking about the things or the lessons I've learned now that I'm 30. I will be making 30 on Friday, which is 9th July. So let's just start this. Trust your gut. So I got that at this age you learn through experience how to trust your gut. So for me, it has been in a relationship. It's a past relationship. I knew it was going to end in tears, but I kept going. My gut told me like I shouldn't keep going, but did I trust it? No. And how did it end? In tears. So that was the first lesson that I learned. Finding your path is a process. What I mean by this is knowing yourself, being self-aware of knowing yourself mainly, getting to know yourself, and knowing what you want, what you need, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. All that is a process. That's what I mean by finding your path is a process. So when you're in your 20s, you'll be stuck up in moments where you don't feel self-worthy, or you just don't feel like you. And it takes time and it takes experience to find out what works for you and to find out how to be self-aware. Then, and also with that, you'll have to, by the time you're 30, you'll find that you have to give yourself grace in those moments. Because like I've said, it's a process. So giving yourself time to go through certain aspects of life and certain moments of life. That's what I mean, it's a process. So you have to give yourself grace. And also when you're 30, maybe some people are mothers, some people are single parents, friendships, all that. You have to give yourself grace, go on walks, take care of yourself, know what you want and go for it, and give yourself grace in those moments give yourself grace, because it's a process. Getting there is a process. Finding yourself is a process. The next thing is to be self-aware. I learned to be self-aware. So those are things that when you're 30, with experience, being self-aware and knowing what you want, what you don't like, knowing how to deal with your emotions, not to always be like, because there are people who are when you're in your 20s, you find yourself maybe you're too temperamental, things tip you off easily, and also being self-aware, knowing like what tips you off and controlling your emotions. And also now, like for me, I know I'm introverted, so I know I like to be in my own space, so I don't put myself in areas whereby, or like put myself in a situation where I'm in very many people. If I'm going to get tipped off by that, I don't put myself in those situations, or I know myself now that I know what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And also that's something that takes experience. Another thing is that time is going to fly so fast. And with that, you'll have to know that certain moments in your life you're not going to be in that moment forever. So if you're feeling like maybe you failed at something, maybe you're working on a project and it's not working out, those moments, even the good moments, even the bad moments, they don't last, because time flies. So it's whatever you're feeling, if you're feeling bad, if you're feeling like whatever you're going through, it will pass. And the next thing is life will humble you. And that's how life will humble you through experiences with friends, experiences with family. With time and with age comes being humble. Living life at the moment. Life will definitely humble you, because you'll go through a lot of moments in your life, experiences that will just humble you, period. Just like you've seen now in COVID, a lot of deaths, losing your young people dying, people losing their children, mothers dying while giving birth, all those things, even the slightest small things, life will just humble you, because with age you will learn that what doesn't matter, just let it go. You will learn that what doesn't work for you, let it go. Do what you want, you know what you want, so go for it, because that's just how life is. Time will pass and life will just humble you. The next thing is the power of gratitude. I learned a lot about the power of gratitude. Being content with what you have, and focusing on the now, living in the moment. Gratitude goes a really long way, because if it comes from being so attached to materialistic things, and then as life moves forward, you start to understand how those things are. It's just it's tangible, but it's not life, because life are the emotions that you go through. Life is more intangible than tangible. So with gratitude, you learn to appreciate the intangible aspects of life more than the tangible ones. It's okay not to know what you want to do with yourself, feeling lost, feeling stuck at a moment in your life, a moment in time you feel stuck, you feel like, what's the next move I should be making? You feel like nothing is working. Maybe you're not getting the job you want. Maybe you're in the job you want. The job you're doing is not fulfilling you. Maybe nothing is making you happy, and you feel stuck at a moment in time. But with that moment that life gets stuck, that's a very great moment in your life that you should appreciate, because that gives you time. Those moments when you're stuck, it gives you time to redirect yourself, to get to know yourself better, to get to know where you went wrong, to correct your mistakes, to learn from them. You get to know better, and in those moments it's when you can recenter yourself and get a new path for yourself. Then the next thing is the power of journaling, writing down things, writing down your goals, writing down your dreams. Even if with time you find like you wrote something down 5 years back and up to now you have not fulfilled it, but writing things down, it helps you to resonate more with them and to make them more real in your life. So if you write down your goals, anything, to-do lists, make lists, go to the shopping, making grocery lists, anything in life, just write it down, journal. Journaling helps a lot, because you're able to process more how you're feeling when you write it down than when you speak it out, should I say. It gives you a larger perspective of your emotions. That's how journaling helps. That's why people recommend journaling, writing things down, write down your emotions, writing down how your day was, writing down when you're too tensed up. You just put all your thoughts down, and it will give you a better perspective of what's going on around you. Next is self-care, and self-care also stems back into self-awareness. Taking care of your body, taking care of your mind, eating right, exercising, and also self-care. With self-care comes mental health, guarding your mind and what you let into your body, what you consume, be it social media, be it food, be it anything in life that you allow to consume in your body and for your soul. That's all taking care of yourself. Another thing that I learned was less is more. Less is more, less is more when it comes. That's why my channel is, I came up with my channel, because my mom can hoard stuff. The house can be decluttered because of there are things. You get things out of let me say from her room, you declutter things, you get them out, and the next moment you'll find it back in her room. So that's the problem that I experienced with her, but less is more. When you have less clutter, when you have less clothes, when you have less shoes, when you have less friends, when you have anything, less is more in all aspects of life. Because when you have less to deal with, should I put it that way? You have less to deal with. If you have less clothes, you find that when you have a lot of clothes, you're like, people with a lot of clothes are like, I don't have what to put on. But you have your clothes there. But if you have few things, few clothes, you know exactly what you have and when you want to put on, when you want to put it on, and you can start your day quick when you have less to deal with. Less kitchen items, less anything. Less is more. It goes a long way, deeper than just surface. Less is more. Then the next thing I learned was what's meant for you will never miss you, and what has missed you was never meant for you. That quote is very in-depth because it helps you be content with what you have in your life, and knowing that what you have now is what was meant for you, and what you don't have was actually not meant for you. Because you find yourself in relationships, you're getting caught up with a guy, you want him, but things are not working out, but you're pressurizing yourself, pushing the relationship forward, but you'll find that even that person you're forcing a friendship, yet you're not meant to be with. That person wasn't meant to be in your life. That person was just a chapter, maybe a small sentence in a chapter in your life, and you had to just let them go. And you pushing yourself to fight for something that was not meant for you, because there will be always things that will show you that if things are working out, then it's meant for you. If things are not working out, definitely you're pushing something that's not meant to be in your future, and you want it to be there, but you're forcing it to be there, yet it's not meant to be there. You have to let it go. It's in your past, and you move on to better things that are in the future. Next is be financially proactive. By the time you're 30, really, life can have, like I've said, life humbles you. Being financially proactive, investment, learning more about budgeting, investments, stock marketing, estate planning, all those things that go around saving. You have to be more proactive when it comes to working with money. Another thing is that friendships, family and friends, you learn to protect them, or you learn to value them more as you grow older, especially when it comes to family. Your parents, you learn to appreciate them more when maybe you become a mother and you start feeling what your mom was feeling, or getting through the experiences that she was also getting through. You get in depth of what a parent undertakes to bring up a child. And also another thing about family is that you learn to appreciate your parents as you learn to separate them as an individual. And as an individual, you learn that this is my mom, but also this is a person, this is a human being. You learn compassion, you learn patience, you learn understanding when it comes to family and friendships. And also when it comes to friendships, you learn to, by the time you're 30, you find that most of your high school friends, you no longer communicate with them, but even those that you're close with, even with a long time communicating with them, you still, when you meet them again, you still feel the connection you had as before. So there are those friendships, and also, like, even if I take a month without talking with a person, if I meet them, you still feel that vibe. You still vibe, should I say. Thing is, be patient, be persistent, and also sometimes delayed gratification goes a long way. Thing is that you have to enjoy your life, as you only get one chance at it. You have learned yourself, you know what you want, experiences have humbled you, so you get to a moment where you're like, now it's all about you and what you want and what works for you and what vibes for you. So you enjoy your life when you're 30 because you've lived through all the negative aspects of life. So if there's anything that you've resonated with in this video, please go to the comment section and you like and share, comment if there's anything that has moved you in this video. Just go in the comment section and let's share each other's experiences. And if there's anything like you've experienced that I've not mentioned, just note it down in the comment section and let's get to know each other more and build the channel. Please subscribe and like, share and comment. Let's meet again in the next video. Bye bye.